Hey, Vsauce, Michael here, and how hot does your Switch get? Nah, I'm playing. I'm being a douchebag. Guys, have you heard of this whole thing with the Switch melting people's SD cards? On Twitter, there's a dude named Sowski, and apparently his Switch overheated to the point where his SD card got turned to mush. Can't make this shit up. If you take a look here, and I'll have this in the description, you can see the dude's 128 gigabyte SD card got so hot that it melted while inside of the dude's Switch. It burnt his finger. That is insane. Burning his finger and then leaving his fingerprint inside of the SD card. And remember when I was playing Zelda? You guys should already know this if you have a Switch, but the damn thing gets hot when it's inside of that dock. So it makes me wonder, is the dock not really doing too much to help keep the heat under control within the Switch? Because it felt kind of dangerously hot when I put my face on that bitch. Although, you know, it's an electronic that has a lot of processing power, so yes, it makes sense that it would get hot. But to this extent, to melt an SD card? Now, here's the only thing, right? I don't want people to get super paranoid about this and treat it as if it's some sort of widespread issue. Maybe it's an isolated case. Maybe the dude did something out of the ordinary that caused this thing to happen. I mean, if you read through the comments of the post, he says, he actually talks to SanDisk, and they're like, oh, we're sorry to hear that. We'll be happy to provide you with a replacement via support. And then somebody says it looks like melted glue from the sticker, so it's probably a fake card or a bad batch. This is one thing I kind of thought too. There's no way that if you bought like a premium micro SD card, like I have a couple of premium ones, the super extreme ones that have the red stripe on them, and those, I don't think that they would melt inside of somebody's game console. I mean, aren't they kind of made for that in a way? They have it in mind since it's going to be inside of an electronic. Could be one that gets potentially very hot if the processor is up to par. Maybe they should have prepared ahead of time for it, or maybe the dude was just using a low quality one. Now, I don't know the SanDisk line too well, but I know for a fact that the high quality ones have that red stripe. This one doesn't. It looks like it's like a middle of the road kind. I can't tell what kind of class it is. I think that's a C right there. They have multiple classes, multiple distinctions determining the quality of the controller on the SD card, but this one doesn't really look like it's that high up. I'm not sure if this is a problem anyone else experienced, but definitely one to be wary of. I wonder how long this dude was playing Breath of the Wild for. That's the game I'm presuming he had to have been playing for this Switch to get this hot. How long was he playing? Was it inside of the dock? Those are big time questions right there. You probably might have answered some of them in the comments here, but I just wanted to bring this topic up with you guys to let you know that this is something to be aware of. Now, I'm not saying that in the middle of your session, stop for a little bit just to like let your SD card cool down. Or maybe you should. I mean, I don't know. I've not experienced that yet, but regardless, I'm going to be playing some more Zelda later today. So who knows? I might just wind up with the same issue. But then again, I'm only using the internal memory. So I haven't expanded to an SD card yet since all the games I downloaded still fit on the internals. So this is something that I'm wondering about, because if you buy a 128 gigabyte SD card, regardless of how much you spend, if you lose your investment and you potentially lose your data, your saves, you might be kind of fucked here because Nintendo currently doesn't have a way to transfer saves between Switches. So be conscious of it. Hopefully Nintendo can maybe reach out and let us know if this is something that we should all be worried about, or is everything all good. But so far, I'm going to say this is not a massive problem, just something that you should be aware of, but I don't think you have to be cautious or paranoid about it. Just wanted to let you guys know that this is something that happened to one dude. But all right, guys, I will talk to you all later on. And by the way, if you want to rock out with them Joy-Con-Boys, everyone's asked me to bring the motherfucking shit back. I'm bringing it back for a little bit, so check out the description if you want to get yourself one. If you're guaranteed to get fellatio. I'm telling you that right now, or cunnilingus, however you say it. You'll get your genitals put into someone else's mouth if you purchase the shirt, because it's that sexy. I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves, and of course, as usual, please have yourself a damn good one.